Hi guys, today I'll be bringing you another goalkeeper glove review on the Sondico Ultimate Negative Academy goalkeeper gloves. I got these gloves for £24.99 off kitbag.com, reduced from £29.99. Firstly, Sondico brought a new glove range out mid-2012, and they promised that the gloves would definitely be a much higher standard than the ones that Sports Direct were manufacturing. Sports Direct still own Sondico 100%. They own everything about Sondico, all the sportswear, everything else, etc. But Dave Baxter of DBX Sports has got a European license to manufacture and design the goalkeeping section of Sondico. So that's what he's done, and he's brought them back out, and he's promised to bring them back out with a bang. So there's been a lot of speculation all over the gloves, because obviously Sports Direct, before Dave Baxter was introduced to the market, was producing and manufacturing gloves that were ridiculously terrible. They had a PU backhand, and they were awful gloves. But Dave Baxter's put a big change to that, and he's brought out a new range. He's brought out a pro range, an academy range, and a junior range. The gloves I got were part of the academy range. The first thing that struck me was the packaging. The packaging is exactly the same as the Sports Direct gloves, which instantly put me off the look of the gloves. I weren't very fond of the packaging at all. It could have been a bit better. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the packaging itself. The idea of the packaging is the same as most of the companies, but it was exactly the same as the £8 gloves from Sports Direct. My first impressions of the glove were they were ugly. They were just not a very nice glove. I weren't really fond of the Sondico on the wrist strap. I'm quite a fan of a plain wrist strap or a personalised wrist strap, and you've got no option there. I like the colourway. I did like the colourway black and orange, but I just didn't like the design of the actual backhand. But to me, I can wipe the design away and put into mind how the glove performs, and that's the main thing. That's what it nails down to. As soon as I tried the glove on, I instantly recognised the wrist strap. The wrist strap is a very, very good fitting wrist strap. For the lower end glove of the Sondico range, it's quite a good wrist strap. It's a 7cm wrist bandage, just like most other gloves. You know, it's stretchy. It's got the leather loop here to get the glove on much easier. The wrist strap was a tad bit baggy, but maybe that's just because I've got thin wrists, and the wrist strap did fit very well. As I said, the wrist bandage was a bit baggy. The fit on the fingers weren't the best. It feels like quite a long glove. I mean, I'm a size 9, got these in a size 9, and expect a negative cut glove, which this is, to be a more of a snug fit. It's perfect around the thumb with the wrapped over thumb. That's for just extra, makes it much more comfortable to wrap over thumb, and I'm definitely a fan of a negative thumb on any cut glove. But the negative cut was quite a long cut. It's perfect around the outside of the hand. It feels nice and snug, perfect. But when it comes to the fingers, they do seem a bit loose and a bit baggy. They're not like the higher end model. The pro model has a SRG 4mm palm. That stands for Superior Regenerating Grip Palm. That's a new probably seller's point that Dave Baxter brought to the gloves, and that's meant to be a fantastic palm. But for a £24.99 glove, the palm on this is a 3.5mm super soft German latex, which is really good. I tried this on the local Astro yesterday in the team and down rain, and it performed really well. I give them a slight pre-wash, and they definitely performed well. Really tacky glove, and definitely felt nice on the hand. One of the main things that also stuck to me as well was the latex gussets between the fingers, between the seams of the negative cuts. This latex is a super soft latex, and it's a 3.5 super soft latex, and it's lined with a waterproof style material, so it's definitely recommended for the rainy days. Obviously, a super soft latex is a great latex to wear in, you know, wet or sunshine. It does perform, and with a waterproof lining, it's a great glove for the winter. For a £24 glove, it is a very good glove. It does not come with the aqua block system that the Pro range comes. This is a system that comes down from the wrist strap, like a polystyrene material that blocks rain, which I think again is another unique selling point that really just didn't cross my mind at all. There was a lot of speculation, as I said, over the Sondico gloves when they first got released onto the market, saying, well, is it going to be the same as the Sports Direct ones? You know, what's different? Are they going to come back on the market? I mean, Sondico was a great brand throughout the 90s and early 2000s with such stars as Neville Southall, Steve Simmons and Paul Gerrard, and you know, and then they went off the market because obviously business weren't great for them. But they've come back, and they've definitely come back with a bang. Maybe the design could have been better, but all in all, it's a really, really nice glove. And for a glove at £24, it does definitely compete with brands such as, you know, Elite GK, Elite GK, DH1. They're all fantastic gloves. They do use around the same latex. I know Elite GK Classics have a super soft foam, and it's as tacky as this. So I'll definitely recommend these gloves, as well as gloves such as Elite GK DH1. You know, maybe the smaller brands who don't charge more than £30, because the Sondico range can be a bit pricey. The Pro range, some of the gloves retail at, you know, nearly £80 on greatsave.com. Sorry, not Great Save, the Goalkeeper Co. But yeah, as I said, all in all, they're a really, really good glove. The feel's nice, the grip's tremendous, and the wrist strap is probably my favourite part, except, as I said, be much better if the Sondico were on the wrist strap, so I could get it personalised or just have a plain wrist strap. One thing that again strikes out is the backhand. It does feel a tad baggy, but that does not affect the sizing around the hand, but it definitely does affect it lengthways. So all in all, they're a fairly decent glove. I'll just go through a quick overview. 3.5mm super soft German latex, negative cut down the outside on the fingers, negative cut foam which wraps over, a 7cm wrist strap with a full latex strap with the Sondico embossing on it there, and if I had to give it a score out of 10, I'd probably give it around a 6 or 7 for the price. It's definitely worth the money, and I'll definitely look into Sondico in the future. Thanks for watching.